Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a reading for Leo. Welcome, Leos. So, since this is a general reading, I'm not tuning into one person's specific energies. I'm tuning into a collective energy. So, take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energies, you are welcome to schedule a reading with me. The link to do so is in the description box below. So, all right, Leos. In the past, you were in the energy of Six of Pentacles, material and spiritual prosperity. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Okay, so I was reading it in the reverse, that there was, feels like you were giving much more than you were receiving, an unfair amount. There was a lack of accountability. Someone in this connection was being very dishonest. To me, it feels like it's your energy, Leos, that you were giving and giving, over giving, maybe over giving from a place of insecurity, not believing that you're worthy and valuable. And so you give a lot. Maybe in your mind's eye, you were, because you didn't feel valuable or worthy, that you need to do in order to be valued, that you have value just by being you. Feels like that could be a family pattern. Yeah, there was someone who, it feels like they're very shallow, that they present themselves as being one thing, but they're really obsessed with appearances. There isn't anything real, very little real. This person is very stubborn. It feels like you gave and gave and gave to this person. I'm getting that this is a cycle, that it's a belief that you give, you overgive, and you get very little back. And this belief leaves you constantly in a state of depletion, overgiving. It does feel, Leos, that you are very capable. You've got a lot to give. But there was something about this connection. I get the feeling that you trusted. It feels like a specific person, maybe a group. There was part of you that was like, I have to trust this. I'm going to trust this person. But there was a lack of justice. There was unfairness. They took advantage of your kindness. Maybe took advantage of some vulnerability that you have. Maybe taking advantage of you being a giver. Whew. All right, your present energy is Two of Swords. Mental conflict. Split thinking. So split you can't make a decision. Some truth that you've been hiding from yourself. Some kind of truth that you're hiding from yourself that has kept you in this state of indecision and kept you away from your wishes coming true. I get the feeling that this staying in a place where you keep yourself blinded from the truth, that you don't make a decision, has kept you. It's like you've sabotaged your own emotional stability. What I'm getting is, we are in the 3D. It's a physical world. It's a physical universe that we're in. And as such, the currency in a 3D world, the currency in a physical world is action. The more you stay in a Two of Swords energy and don't make a decision, the more you are blocking your own well-being. There's something about taking action right now so you can have your wishes come true. There's something about something that's going on right now, some type of conflict that's happening right now is lowering your vibration. It feels like something around, it feels related to this past situation, honestly. It feels like there's several situations going on. Depends how far past, because there are so many similar situations that represent this past situation, like the overgiving, that you're like, well, which instance? And I'm getting all of them, the cycle, the pattern, the habit of overgiving. I'm also getting that the overgiving, that at some point you realize how unfair and unbalanced this overgiving is, and it creates so much resentment for whoever was taking. So much resentment. Because you want to change, you're seeing it clearly. And by then, I get the feeling it's too late. The person, the situation, they're like, yeah, well, that's in the past. You don't have to give anymore, but I'm not giving any of that back. There's something about overgiving that's coming up into the present time and creating conflict. Ooh. There's something about how you're going about it. It's not about needing this to resolve with a specific outcome, because I get the feeling like you want to make this happen, make something happen in this present energy. You want to win, but there's something about needing this outcome to turn out in a way you need it to turn out that is creating a stagnation. It's stopping you from closing out this cycle. There's something about present time energy and what you're going through that is creating stagnation. Feels like a crossroads for sure, like deciding, do I handle this situation in the same way I always have? Do I try something new? Do I keep trying something new? It feels like for each of you, asking really good questions, getting curious. How do I handle this differently? What are the different ways I can handle this? And then letting it all go, getting into a quiet place and receiving some inspiration. It feels like the more you let go, the more you'll have access to possibilities, possible outcomes. And your higher self is in the energy of destiny. We, ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. That's interesting. The timing of that. Wheel of Fortune, destiny. Is it hard to even imagine that things will go your way? That they don't have to go the way you believe that they're going to go, the way you have created a storyline and believing that it needs to go. Can you imagine your wish fulfillment coming true and appreciating getting what it is that you need without needing to be the driving force? Oh, this is very complex. I hope this is making sense. Destiny, Wheel of Fortune. Things are going a lot better than you believe. I'm getting that whatever difficulties you're going through right now, there's a destiny. It's fated to resolve itself in a positive way, just as long as you don't mess it up. Ooh. Are you more interested in the conflict, in the challenge, in the competition of being right, of defending yourself, than actually receiving the blessing? Okay, so it feels like you are in a conflict with at least one other person, maybe a group. There's some type of conflict, and it feels like you are in your fiery energy and you are not going to allow people to pull one over. Like something has gotten into you, like you're not going to back down. You're going to challenge this. You're going to protect yourself. I'm going to control this situation. And it looks like the more you are in that energy, the more you lose sight of why you are in this challenging competitive energy. What is your end game? What is it that you want to achieve? And focus on how that will feel, how that will be. I get the feeling that there's a part of you that is so into the fight of it that you will miss the blessing coming for you. Boy, I hope that makes sense. All right, your challenge right now is 1, awareness. High Priestess. Your challenge is to use your intuition. Okay, yes. So when I am very defensive, when I am nervous or scared or just feeling unsafe, and for many reasons, I've got my defenses up, like it feels like you have. When I'm in that situation, when I am feeling like I am fighting and protecting and defensive, I do not have access to my intuition. Yes, by being in that challenge, competitive, protective, defensive space, I close off my energy and don't want energy to come into my space. And unfortunately, by being defensive, you shut off the ability for intuitive, inspirational ideas to come forward as well. There's something you are learning right now, Leo, in regards to not getting stuck in a defensive mode, to get into that fiery, passionate energy and and then moving back into another gear, to not stay in that energy. It does feel like blessings are around you, that you have access, that you're a lot closer than you think to getting your end result. If your end result is honestly, I want to defeat this person, if it comes from an ego space, I want to defeat this person, I want to beat them back with truth, I want to win this conflict for like an ego purpose, then it also feels like you'll lose out. What is it honestly that you want out of this situation? The more clear you are, the more aware you are of what it is that you want from this scenario. Why are you fighting? Get very clear. I want this as the end result. Is it something like I want to win? Or is it, I want what's mine. I want what was promised. I want compensation. I want whatever that is. Like, get very clear about what you want, and see. It feels like you might be mixing up something, a specific outcome, to really wanting, maybe a part of you wants to win or wants to punish someone. So I'm getting just to do some, only you can figure that out for yourself. Do some investigating, get curious. What is it that I want out of this? So, all right, Leo, that's your reading. I hope this was helpful. Thank you. Bye.